What's good, people? I hope you guys are doing great and coming close to your goals in 2018. So I'm back to you guys with another short informative video today. In today's video, I'm going to discuss whether you or not you can actually lose weight without having to count calories. We know we're in a day and age where the whole losing weight is a big thing. You know, losing weight, bulking up, whole fitness thing is becoming really big, and we know with regards to fitness, the whole concept of macros and counting calories is also becoming really big with the whole MyFitnessPal thing. But today I'm going to actually discuss with you guys whether or not you actually have to count your calories for you to actually be able to reach these fitness goals. So like always, people, please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and let's get the video started. Okay, people, so to get straight into it, can you lose weight without having to count calories? Well, the answer is yes, you can actually lose weight without having to count calories, but there's a little bit more to it than just that. There's several factors you do have to take into account. Firstly, you do also have to take into account how your current relationship or how your relationship in the past with food might have been. If you have a bad relationship with food, you know, you're going to really struggle with trying to lose weight and not having to count calories. Fan of all these fad diets, you know, extreme diets, these diets that really put you in that restrictive zone, well, you're really going to struggle with the whole not counting your calories thing. So that's something you need to take into account. Okay, so along with the whole idea of, you know, if you've been on these extreme or fat diets, how you're going to struggle, one thing I've noticed with my clients, some of them have actually come to me and said, yo, Peter, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to have to count my calories. You know, I just don't have the time for that. You know, I'm not really big on the whole counting my calories thing, weighing out my food, which is fair enough. So I give them something which is more simplistic. And I do tell them, you do have to be realistic with yourself. Not counting calories may not necessarily put you in the best position to get the best results, because let's be honest, when you do count your calories, there's a level of accuracy in what you're doing, so the results do tend to be better. Not saying they wouldn't be better, but it just takes a lot of time and training to do. So I do tell them to be realistic with what they're going to expect to gain from not having to count their calories. So this is the same thing you might want to consider as well. My advice is, at the start, you technically kind of need to count your calories. The reason I say this, you need to have an idea of what your maintenance calories are, because this is going to give you a good starting point for you to know what you need to do in order to progress. Once you have your maintenance calories, you would then know, okay, I need so and so amount of calories I need to eat so and so amount of calories below my maintenance for me to lose weight. Then you do this for about 1 to 2 weeks, see how your body reacts, and then if your body reacts good or bad to it, you know whether or not you need to perhaps drop or increase the calories if you're losing weight too quick. Once you have an idea of what your maintenance calories are, what your starting sort of macros are, your protein, your carbs and your fats, you then create a meal plan for yourself. Eat at these calories for about 2 to 5 weeks. Get a rough idea of the different portion sizes. You know, I've got an infograph on my Instagram page, actually. It just goes through a portion size, pretty easy to understand. But once you have an idea of what your portion sizes are, you would know, say for example, what 100 grams of rice might look like, what 150 grams of chicken breast might look like. Once you eat for these few weeks and you know what these portion sizes are, you then subconsciously create an understanding of what the different sizes, portion sizes, weight and all these things are, and then you can, you know, every week make a meal plan, make your lunches or your meal prep for the week, and know, okay, I need to eat this amount of food, and then yeah, you don't have to count your calories. Okay, so now you have an idea of your calories, your macros that you need to be eating for you to reach your fitness goal. I'm going to give you several tips which can help you when you're trying to lose weight without having to count calories. These tips are also applied to when you're actually losing weight while counting calories anyway. But the first tip is for you to get enough fibrous foods in your diet. You really want to be focusing on nutrient-dense fibrous foods in your diet. This will help you in the long run. It'll help you to feel a lot better. Also, you want to try and have as much vegetable with each meal, because obviously you're going to be in a calorie deficit, right? And sometimes when you're in a calorie deficit, you tend to get hungry. If you don't get hungry at the start, eventually you might get hungry. But by you putting a lot of vegetables with almost every single meal, you're going to stay fuller for longer. Another tip I've got for you guys is to eat with a smaller plate or bowl. It just helps to trick your mind to make you think that you're actually full when you're not. And last tip is for you to do a lot of cardio. You need to incorporate a lot of cardio into your regime. However, do not overdo it on the cardio. Start off small and gradually build up your cardio. And this way you'll be able to meet your fitness goals a lot better. So points to take away from this video, I do hope I've explained it relatively well, is you need to, before attempting to not count your calories and try and lose weight, you do need to make sure you don't have a bad relationship with food. Make sure you're not going to be on a restrictive or a fad diet. You also need to make sure that you have a general understanding of what your macros are to start with, because you need a starting point. You need to know what your maintenance calories are. And then my tips while you're actually on the diet is to eat a lot of fibrous foods, nutrient dense foods. You also need to drink a lot of water. You also need to add in some cardio, and a little trick, maybe start eating with a smaller plate or bowl. But those are just my tips. I do hope you guys have found it useful. Yes, you can actually lose weight without having to count calories. It does take a little bit of time and fine tuning, but once you're there and you know what you're doing. So like always, people, please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
If a man's not strapped, better know say he's coming with the cutter. Coming from the gutter with a car, I'm rolling with the oven. See that brother over there, that's my brother from another, and I love